this particular minute, this particular hour, we're going to be speaking to a guest right here in the studio, right? I played the song a couple of times, or a few times, or actually a lot of times, on the Super Drive Time Share and on City FM. Talking none other than the man they call Samuel Ina. Now, here's the thing. We learn every day. Most times you meet some people, you hear their name and you're like, no, this person is from this part of Nigeria. And you get to have a conversation with them and you're totally wrong. Exactly how I was wrong right now. So, Samuel Ina, how are you? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Kaycee. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Good to have you here. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah?
And you?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. You said you were going to come by 4:30 and you were here by 4:30.
I was here exactly 4:30.
Yeah, you should teach our Nigerian artists to keep the time because like a lot of them don't.
Yeah, I always take every of my appointments serious. None of them I have to overlook, and this is a special one. Being on City 105.1 FM, it's a special thing. It's a special day for me.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So, usually I like to ask every guest,
okay,
right? How good? Good being 10 over 10, or very good, or the best being 10 over 10, and how bad, the worst being 1 over 10, was traffic getting here?
Actually, how good was the traffic? I think the traffic was 8 over 10, good. Yes.
That was a good.
Yeah, because I came all the way from the island, so I left quite early, and the afternoon is always a good time for you to move.
Yeah.
For you to move in Lagos.
Yeah.
So I left quite early.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was great. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, right, let me ask, Samuel Ina.
Yep.
Tell us about that name. Is that your real name? I'm guessing your real name is Samuel.
Exactly. That's my real name. My full name is Akam Eze Samuel Obinna.
Okay.
So the Ina comes from the word Obinna.
Okay.
So you take away the O and B, then you have Ina remaining.
Okay. Also, let me ask, how about was this a name that was given to you by people, like when you were in school? They shorten Obinna to Ina in front of you?
Not actually. I did that myself. So when I was growing up, and I know I was eventually going to become an artist because that have always been my long dream.
Yeah.
So I tried to get a stage name. So I preferred going with my own real name. So I had a couple of names I went through. So my friends called me a lot of names, different names. So at some point I said, no, let me stick with my real name.
Okay.
Yes. So and I decided to make it stylish, and that's how I came about Samuel Ina.
So you said you've had a few stage names.
I have few names that my friends call me.
Called you. Can you give us a few of them?
Okay, so I used to, when I was in secondary school and we play football, there was this footballer I loved so much by the name Anderson. So
of Manchester United. Okay.
So a lot of my friends, even to today, they still call me by that name, Anderson.
Okay.
Then I used to go by another name, the Lion Prince. I used to go by another name, Obelago. So names like that. So even to today, most of my friends still call me by that name, the Lion Prince, Obelago.
All right. Did you at any point feel tempted to just go with Lion Prince for your stage name?
Actually, it was Samuel Anderson.
Samuel Anderson.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So it was Samuel Anderson, and one day I just searched for Samuel Anderson online, and there were so many Samuel Andersons.
Yeah.
In different professions, and I was like, no.
Absolutely not.
No. I need to find that name that's unique, that's different.
You'll find most Samuel Andersons on LinkedIn.
Exactly.
A lot of it. And
a lot of them.
They don't dress like this. But good to have you here. Now let me ask, what can we say before I ask you what inspires you to do music, right?
Okay.
When did you start making music professionally?
Professionally, I think I recorded my first single. That was 2016 stroke 2017.
16-17, okay.
Yes. So I wasn't quite satisfied with the production and everything. So I know I could do better. So with time I met a lot of people and producers and artists like myself, and that was how I got to to meet this particular guy who gave me absolutely what I wanted, and that was it. But my first recorded single, the first time I was in the studio, was okay. I now remember it was 2014.
That's 10 years now.
Yeah, 2014. I did I recorded a mixtape, of two of my songs.
Okay.
And the first time I was doing a beat, I was going to get a beat and record a song was 2016.
2016.
Yep.
Okay, so professionally, let's just say about 8 or 7 years,
Exactly.
give or take. All right. So how right now, where you are right now? Now you said it's one thing for an artist to know exactly what they want when it comes to music,
Yeah.
and when it comes to working with people around them concerning their music. How did you know that person that you were working with wasn't good for you? That producer, just like you said, wasn't good for you.
So I think there's
Was there a conversation, or was it that people told you that Samuel, this is this guy, you can't?
and not actually when I listened to when he finished the production, and I felt like no, this is not what I want. But for some reasons, it's quite different when you're working with a big producer. It's when you work with someone you can talk to and tell him,
Yeah.
okay, this is no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So when you work with a big producer who you see as a professional, so it's not going to be easy for you feel like, oh, this guy is a professional, he knows the best.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you find out that this is not what you want.
And this person was a professional. You were not
Yes,
scared to tell him that you didn't like it.
Exactly. So this particular guy is somebody I feel very comfortable with. So I talk to him. Like, if I tell you the story of how we arrived at where we are with 1 million energy, it's quite it's quite a journey.
It's quite a journey.
But the what I like the most is that at the end of the day, I got what I wanted.
Go where you wanted.
Yes.
Fantastic. What's the best review, the greatest review, or the greatest feedback you've had from somebody concerning maybe your song, or maybe a mixtape, just like you said, or maybe let's say something you did? What's that one that anytime you think about quitting music, you remember this and you're like, I will still keep doing this no matter what?
So there was never a day or a time I thought of quitting music.
That's good. All right.
Even though I say to myself, no matter how long it's going to take, I know I will break into the industry, into the music industry. So I kept pushing. I never thought about quitting. And I think people have always been, one thing about myself is that I don't like telling people what I can do. I like showing people
What you can do.
what I can do. So, a couple of people, especially with 1 million energy. So when I played the song to most people, like the greatest feedback I've gotten was seeing goosebumps on someone. It was like, Sam, is this you? I was like, yes, man.
Okay.
That's me. And she was like, because I never told her before that I do music.
Yeah.
So I just played the song for her. I say, I just told her my song is out. And like, how do you do music? I say, yes, I do. I say, how can I listen? Say, you can play it on any digital platform. And she now searched for it. When she played it, she was like, what? Is this you? I say, yes. I say, wow, this is amazing.
Okay.
As I could see the goosebumps on her, and it was contagious.
And I'm guessing this is a woman you really rate and regard.
Yes,
a lot.
exactly. And she was so happy for me.
All right. Now, you said you met somebody that changed your whole scope of music, right?
Exactly.
Is it a popular person? Is it somebody that everybody knows, or a whole lot of people know, or?
It's somebody he's popular to the extent that he's popular, but
Yeah.
I know that very soon he's going to be the wave now,
Okay,
the
so-
person that everybody's going to want to work with.
So who's the
And
name of
his-
this person?
Is Dr. Tab, Pleasant Sound.
Pleasant Sound.
Yes.
Dr. Tab.
Dr. Tab.
Is a producer.
He's a producer.
Okay.
And he's just an amazing guy. Like from the day one that I met with him, it was great. Like I felt like, yes, this is the guy. Everything clicked. between us. And the good thing that he's also a singer, so he was able to put me through in some parts that
You were lacking, yeah.
exactly.
All right.
So it was really great working with him, and it was someone that I could bring him back and say, no, I don't like this particular stuff. Can we change this? Can we do something different? And he was always patient. He was always patient.
All right, always patient.
Yes.
Have you been told ever by family members that, or maybe let's say somebody close, a family friend, a family themselves, that you shouldn't do music?
Yeah, I think my parents didn't believe in me.
Your parents didn't believe in you.
Especially my dad.
So let me ask you one question right now, Samuel.
Yeah.
Does your dad believe in you right now?
He has no other option.
I hope he's not listening.
He knows I'm saying the truth.
Yeah.
He has no other option than to believe in me at the moment, because I remember my dad sings very well.
Your dad sings. So why was it so hard for him to not believe in you when you wanted to venture into music?
Our parents, they will always want us to go to school, become a doctor, become a lawyer, become an engineer, go into trade, learn business. They were never really into the entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
I think history, they would say, is people who are not serious with their life that go into entertainment. So my dad was never in support of me, even though I took singing. I took after him when it comes to singing. And my grandma was really good. I don't know about my great grandparents, but I know my grandma was good. That's my paternal grandma. She sings very well.
That's your dad's mom.
Yes,
okay.
She can actually freestyle with every single thing in this room.
Okay, so which means everything came from your dad's lineage, basically.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
How does your mom feel about that?
My mom is, one thing with mothers is, whatever you're doing, they want you to succeed. As far as you don't put your hand in the wrong places or do wrong things, your mom will always support you.
Okay.
My mom has been one of my biggest supporters ever since I made it known to her, like, I want to pursue a career in music.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to her wherever she is now.
All right.
I know this message will get across to her. So she's absolutely everything that I wanted.
So to anybody right now that wants to do music but isn't having support from their parents, and they still feel like, what, if I go ahead and do it, people will see me as a rebellious child.
Yeah.
What can you say to them?
Time. You wait for the right time. Just keep doing what you love doing and wait for the right time. When I was younger, and there are certain things I couldn't do because I need permission from my parents. So, but there's that stage you get to, and you need to show them what you can do. So at that point, they can tell you, no, you cannot do this. Yes, you can do this. So far, you are doing the right thing. You're not doing anything wrong. So there was that point when you get to. I remember when I recorded my first the mixtape. My dad, I didn't let my dad know about it.
Okay.
So we were playing it. Some people were playing it, and he had the song. Was like, "Is that Samuel?" They say yes. He say, "Wow, that's a lovely song."
Okay.
So, and I had him say so. I smiled. I said, "Okay." So now they know that this is serious. You understand? They'll definitely
take notice.
Yes, and support.
All right, then let's talk about 1 Million Energy. Last question before we play the song.
Okay.
Tell us about 1 Million Energy. Why the name 1 Million Energy?
1 Million Energy. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm a big fan of Usain Bolt. So if you look at the first verse of the song, it was modeled on Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
His world record of 100 meters in 9 seconds. So I just loved him, his determination. When I went through his profile and history of how he trained for several years to get to where he is.
Okay.
So when I was I don't actually write songs. I sing then write.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't need to sit down and start making. I just sing and it flows.
And
And
you pen it down.
And when I do that repeatedly for a few days, then I start writing it down. So the 1 million AG came like, oh, this it actually came like, okay, this particular, I was just trying to explain the Yaxin boat effects,
Like everything came
drew,
fast.
Yes, I drew inspiration from him. So everything came fast. So that was how I came to 1 million energy.